Now it's time for shadowing on these goobers. Do this one first. This one will be real easy, because there's basically going to be a shadow that runs all the way from here down to here, pretty much. So we just need to space it out appropriately. Perfect. This one will be real easy, because we won't have to do any detailing on this until we get to our dark shadows. Which there will be just a little one there in the corner. Real simple. Bam. Huzzah. Real simple on that one. This one as well, be really easy. Be a shadow starting down here and basically running up to about here. Actually, hold on. We're going to do this a little differently. We're going to do this way. I said like this. Thank you. Stop. Stop! Yay! I did it. I did a thing. I didn't want to let go of that yet. Stop. Stop. Oh, also, I've been putting that all on the wrong layer. My bad. It's not a big deal. We'll fix it in post. Ah, shit, this is post. Fuck! Son of a bitch. It don't work if you're already in post. Son of a bitch. This is bullshit. Boom. This one's going to be very heavily shadowed. Done. Fixed. All done. Rumblies. The rumbles. Oh, actually, that's a good angle there, but I'm gonna bring this one all the way up here and then bring it down. There we go. Now we can fill it in. There we go. Shit. I think that spot needs it all that much. I don't think it'd do anyway. This one though, probably gonna bring the shadow all the way down like that. Instead, no, that works. That do will work, and then this one's going to be very, very heavily shadowed because it's underneath a bunch of other shit. And then same with this one. This one, not as much. This one is going to be a maneuver like this. Top and bottom are going to end up being shadowed. Or if I keep bumping my head on my mic here. Apologies. Okay, there. We don't want all this, we just want to fill in this spot here. Like that. Let me do a little bit of corrective work on that. Just a little bit of corrective. Try to round that out just a little. There we go. It doesn't seem like it's much, but just trust me. It helps a little bit. And then this fella, he's going to get the hardcore treatment here. Here. There. One like that. Like that. I think I'm in fucking Red Dead for a minute. I know this is Recon, but it almost feels like Red Dead in a certain way. In a very strange way, it do. Just gonna freehand this one. Come on. Come on. There we go. Rough out that. Smooth out that rough edge, rather. Don't want to rough it anymore. So a rough enough edge as is. Ah, shit. What is this from? Who are you? What's this little nubbin? What are you? Get. Go away. No one would ever notice you, but get out. Get. I'm just gonna do it this way. Being a pain in my ass. I'm just gonna do it this way. Bam. Yeah, shit. Wrong layer. There we go. There we go. Better. Much better. And now is for detail work. My favorite part of the day. Yay. Partially what I'm doing is detail work, but the other thing is also covering up some imperfections that would be really, really hard to get out in the first place. It's dual-edged, as they say. And I'm not one to complain about backtracking on things to make them look a little better. That one I'm gonna have to do like this, and then like this. Um. There we go. There's that. Very nice, very nice. I do like this. Let's go back to... So I would throw more detail work in these areas. These areas I'm actually pretty happy with, so I don't want to go too nutso with them. We do need to bring all of these to a central point, though. which will be right here. This little callus, or calic, that's, yeah, that she has that wraps all the way back, basically. So these need to go up. We'll take care of that with the dark grays. For right now, we're just going to focus on our main shadowing. Looks like we are missing a little bit of a spot here. Hold on, just a moment. There is a gap there. Ah, I'm not crazy. Not this time, anyway. Oops. My bad. There we go. I was wondering, like, some of my grays don't look like they're going all the way to the line here, because that is not fully put in. That's why. Got it. And we're just going to fill in this little spot here, I think. There's no need to leave that there. It's so small. Doesn't make a lot of difference. Wrong thing. There we go. Yeah, it makes very little difference whatsoever to just do that. So we're going to do the same thing with this guy. You just get the right angle here. Just fill that in. Leave that one little spot there. Should be fine. Not going to mess with it that much. Now, we get to do the same thing here.
Life's a beach.
Now, yes it is. Oh, yes it is, you fucking ad piece of shit. Fuck off. I don't need your fucking sass. Thank you. Anyway, I was trying to do, before I was so rudely interrupted, add. Just trying to gauge how best to do this. Like this one makes the most sense to do this way and just leave it, because it's an inner line. Most of the details would get cut off with the shading anyway. Do that. Same with this one almost. This one, to a certain degree, also needs that treatment. I'm gonna do this, and I'll just freehand that. Okay, there is that. Need to actually do this. So, again, implying the line between these two spots. Do something else here in just a moment as well. Here, we here. Tuck that lock back. Just mess with that a little bit later. Do the same thing here. You see this poking out. You need to go away. Go away. Thank you. Be gone with you. Go away, cretin. And this will clean up afterwards.
Hey, got a second? I'm
Got.
gonna show you how I got
No.
the flexibility.
No. Go away. Go away. This is a moment to take a drink. There we go. This guy, in theory, shit, let go of the fucking thing. Could run all the way over here. Yeah. That's not too bad. That's good. That's good. The other thing we need to do is we need to throw in space here. Otherwise the highlight won't make a whole lot of sense on its own. I'm gonna redo that line just a little bit. Specifically, my teal. Have it do this instead. So we're gonna tighten in that section just a little more. There we go. Much better. Yes, Megan, what is thy question? I will do my best to answer. Just see what that looks like if I do that. My favorite? I'm not entirely sure. Obviously, this is the first one I've done on stream. That is a fair question. I really don't know though, to be honest with you. I know that's not a great or a fun answer or anything, by any means, but I'm not entirely sure. I'd have to go back and kind of look through them to a certain degree to really know for sure. The ones that really stand out were some of my projects through college where we did different, like, we did like movie posters, we did obviously this is from my time at college. This one was fun. Granted, I only got to do it in black and white and gray, so that's why we're doing it in color now, because I wanted to do it in full color for a while. I just haven't done it. Also, hold on 1 second. I'm not liking how that's looking, so we're gonna pull it. I don't like it. I don't. So we're gonna do a Dees. See, it's not looking like hair. It's looking more like water in a weird way. And I don't really want that too much. I want it to look more like hair. I'm not on the right layer. There we go. Oh, shit. There we go. But yeah, to answer your question, I mean, there isn't really... Off the top of my head, I mean, I don't really know, but... Go. Again, I'll try my best to answer your question. Yeah, shit. Ah, shit. See how that looks. That looks a little more like hair, kinda-ish. Job or gig on an art project. If you could do anything, what would it be? I'm not entirely sure what you mean by that. If you mean, like, if I were contracted to make an art piece for somebody, I'm not entirely sure who that would be, by any means. Say, if that's what you mean, I'm not sure. Mainly because it's just, I don't know, it's not really something I've thought about to a certain degree. I don't know. So I guess I'm just not understanding the question to a certain degree, I guess, is the problem there. Okay. Yeah, see, I'm not sure who it would be. I'm not entirely sure. It's not that it doesn't matter who I make, like, who I get contracted from, necessarily. There's just not a lot of... Oh, shut the fuck up! Shut up! Silence yourself, fool! I don't know, there's not a lot of places or, like, people that would be interesting. I mean, any of them would be cool. Like, getting a commission, like, from an actor or something like that would be neat. I just don't know who, would be in there as far as, like, who would be the coolest, I guess. If that's what you're asking. Just not really something I've thought about, I guess. So, I guess that would be my answer to that one. There we go. Now music back. Now it bake. So I might just leave this section alone for right now. It's not coming out the way that I want it to, so I might just leave it and go to another section and think on that one for a minute. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. Okay. Let me grab you. We're going to Cardonkus that and get out of here. Almost done with the Ghost Recon soundtrack. Holy shit. I just looked over on the timestamp that it has. Almost done with that one. God damn. I'm just gonna do this way. I'm gonna worry about that because we'll just fill that in by hand. Sure, I'm on the right layer. There we go. And then this whole section here is gonna get filled in with that gray, so we'll just do that hand. Do it like this, because that's easier. Rather than trying to make all those angles there. That's not worth it. Not worth the effort, so we're not gonna mess with it. And this one. Working that in. What's that? Yeah, I mean, getting back to your question, Megan, just kind of thinking about it a little bit. I mean, it would be cool. Don't get me wrong. It would be cool to do something like for a big name person or a big name company. I think the issue I would personally run into is when you start doing commissions for big names like that. Um, Unless they're really really respectful of your style and like they specifically want you for your style of artwork. Um, they from what I know, they get really really controlling on how you do things, and to me that's not the point of doing stuff like this. um, it's meant to be like creative, not just spat out bullshit, if that makes sense. Don't get me wrong, there can still be really good artwork done by like bigger names, bigger companies, stuff like that. um, but you lose a little bit of identity doing stuff like that for people. So that's partially why I don't have like a big name person or company that I would want to do stuff for, I guess. It'd be cool in theory to do like stuff for say like Ubisoft, who does like Ghost Recon. It'd be really cool to do like artwork or something for Ghost Recon or for the Division or like a game I'm really into. But it would open up the opportunity for a lot of hand holding and a lot of limitation of creativity on my part, because they have like a marketing team and all these other things that would, control how I would do things and stuff like that. And I don't know. To me, that's not what I would want out of the experience, uh, doing stuff like that. But no knock to anyone who does do that sort of stuff at all. Just that's something I've never really thought about to a certain degree.
When you're an Amex Gold Card member, there's
Oh,
always
shut. I don't care. We don't care about your bullshit. This is not scheduled ads. Go away. Thank you. Now we got this one. Yeah, we got done with Ghost Recon. Now we're on to another half of the lineup here. Different game, similar franchise. This little dark patch here, we're gonna just pull. Because it doesn't need to be there. You don't need to exist. Get out of here. That spot's good though. I like that. I like that little guy. That little fella. Might rework him later, but shit. Did I? Okay, never mind. I thought I put that on the wrong spot. I didn't though. Thank God. Thank the Lord. Thank Jesus. It's kind of it's the same person. I just ignore me. Same idea. You know what I meant. The Lord and Jesus are the same person, depending on who you ask. So, to some of you, if you follow that sort of stuff, I said the same thing just now. Apologies. And for the rest of you, well, I don't know. Fucking whatever. Shut. Leave me alone. This one's on top of that one. So, these should... Yeah. I'm just gonna do it this way, just to make my life easy. I'll just fill it in by hand. I know I could do it the easy way, quote unquote. Excuse me? Hello? Oh, there it goes. I don't know why it stutters like that sometimes, but it do. It's fine. Let's go in here and clean that up. Come here. Boom. Huzzah. I thought I got all of you. Shit. Some bitch. There we go. Sorry. I didn't necessarily... Don't do that. Do not. Cease. Cease your activities. There is no need for this. We're going to do this. Gonna make that just a little more.
Oh, titties!
Oops. Let go. Zoom out so I can get that a little better. Ah, shit. Okay. Right there? Right there. There we go. That should be... Yeah, that's good. Good, 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 good. Good. Glorious even. Fantastic. Since we have this line here, take you. Actually, do one of these numbers with you. And it works. Might move on to some other detail work for a minute. Here in a second, go to something different. That way you guys don't get bored with me just working on hair, because there's a lot of hair to do here. So I might go to something else and work on that for just a moment, and then we'll come back to do some more hair detailing in a bit. Although most of the other detailing is pretty much done, unfortunately. The skin's pretty much done. I just haven't done any of the blending yet, and then the shirt will be fairly simple as well. We can do the shirt, because once that's rendered out, that'll look nice as well. So it can't hurt. Throw some blush onto her skin to help radiate a little more as well. Try to get some more stuff in here. So it's not just all hair, even though since she doesn't have a lower body on this one, hair is really going to take up 90% of the time with this one. And then everything else is going to come secondary in that other 10%. Just because there isn't any other part of her that we need to work on. Okay. Well. See, what I am going to do, really quick while I'm thinking about it, where is that in here? This is what I get for grouping things. Get dumb. So now, I'd have to go through every single one of these fucking layers I have for the black line. So you know what, here's what we're going to do. To make my life easy, we're going to duplicate the black line. The group. Yep, that's fine. Get rid of that one, and then we're going to merge all these together. Merge group. So that's the full black line, which it looks cursed as shit without the black line. But that's fine. That's our solid. I should have done that a while ago, and I just forgot. I done did forget. And then what we can do is we can take this, like so. Get her eyebrow to a nice point. Get rid of this black line because it's bugging me, because I don't normally do black line on eyebrows. We will do this to preserve that. We're going to do select inverse. We're going to get rid of that, and then we'll do the same thing on the actual color portion as well. That'll make a very, very nice looking eyebrow shape, rather than that solid black piece of garbage. Although it did grab some of that. Whoops. Hold on. Let me do this first. Doesn't look like I'm doing anything yet because the black line's still there. Don't worry. Take care of that. Ah, shit. Too far and hit the eye on accident. Sorry. There we go. Now, that looks much, much better without the black line. See, there's a lot of hair that we need to do still, but it's fine. We're gonna do, just to change things up a little bit, we're gonna do her shirt next. We'll do the shadowing on her shirt. There isn't gonna be a lot of highlight because a lot of the highlight would come lower down, like on her shoulders and stuff, and you can't really see those. So, really, it's gonna be primarily shadow work. Yeah. And okay, then we'll just fill this in. Actually, another thing about it, she really doesn't have a very defined shoulder, mainly because it's primarily below her, the image that we're seeing. It's very wonky looking otherwise. Didn't really realize that myself, but we want shadow. Ah, shit. That side of it. It's like coloring inside the lines. It's impossible. It's not possible. Actually, the easier way to do that, in all honesty, is to, actually, I don't like the angle that's at. If her shoulder is, like, in this region, it's going to be shadowed a little differently, so hold on. I just realized that. Her shoulder should be right about here. So, actually want to form to the shape of the shoulder rather than just the shape of the back. Which in theory, shoulder should be there. Should be the back for shoulder. And the rest of this gets shadowed, and then we'll shadow a little bit in here when we get to the... Come on. I didn't do the thing. I didn't do the thing. Hold on. Hold your horses, you fuck. And then we'll mix that in, make it look all nice and pretty. So there will be a little bit of a highlight here. So there'll be something, at least, on that one. And then in here, the way her collarbone is, it'll have a little bit of a shadow there. Just on that section alone. Okay, let's do this freehand. I'm going to select the actual shirt layer. There we go. I'm sorry, madam. I had to remove you of your shirt for a moment. And to relieve you. Apologize. Do a spin. Thank you. Do a nice little spin for us. So, like that. It should go that way. And then this fill in dark. This could also fill in like that. There we go. We'll leave that because then we can do that with the actual pen tool. Be a little more precise. Say that would be front. I'm trying to imagine what it would look like from the front with how the shading is going to work here. Should flow downward towards her chest region a little more. Yeah. Like that. And then the rest of this is going to stay, other than up here, we'll shade in a little bit here as well. See if I can't get that to work. Oh, maybe. Yeah, we'll do that, and then I will finesse that a little more with this. So that accounts for her collarbone right there, and then this takes care of the wrist there. Yeah, so that's pretty much all the shadowing that needs to go there. All of it here, and then we do still need a little bit here as well, because Byakuaz, the hair itself that she has here, is going to provide a little bit of a shadow on her shoulder anyway. Then we will need a little bit of a highlight here. Nothing, actually there shouldn't be any highlight up front, now that I think about it. There should be some down here, but there should not be one here. So that is actually incorrect. We don't want that. Get out of here. Go away. You shouldn't be here. But we do need a little bit over here. For your shoulder, madame. Please excuse me. I'm leaving a little bit of a gap for when we start softening these highlights and shadows. Ah, shit, I'm on the wrong thing with the wrong color. Fuck. Fuckity shit. Thank you. Get out of the way. Get out of way. You goddamn color palette. I will end you. Don't tempt me. Do not tempt me, you fuck. I want to thin that out a little bit. That does not need to be that aggressive. Yeah. That's the wrong number. Fuck. That's the wrong thing. Damn it. Alright, well, we're doing that again anyway. Shit! Son of a bitch. Give. I said give. What the fuck do you mean? I know what it means. Get. Get out of here. You're on the wrong layer. Go away. I want nothing from you. Go away. Technically, this should be the correct shape that we want. That's better. Better. And a lot of this stuff is going to look a little funky until we start softening the edges of them. That's okay. Alright, now let's work on this whole section here, because this section on its own shouldn't take too long. It's just going to be shading work with the dark gray. Which I did grab, yes? Yes, I did. Cool. Nice. I did grab the right layer. So a lot of this, actually, is going to end up turning to this darker gray color, now that I think about it. boom. It is interesting to tell. For those of you that know what game this music's from, compared to the last one we were just listening to for the first hour or so, 2 hours give or take, it's interesting to see the similarities between the two soundtracks. It's very, very interesting. Because they're both Tom Clancy games, and as such, they have very similar tones to them, despite not being the same game. Which is just interesting. It's just kind of neat. I'm going to do this smart, actually. I know. Crazy, right? Crazy. Oh, that's... Okay, that's not in the right place at all. Ah, good. Fantastic. It's probably fine. It's not going to hurt nothing if it's there. This whole section here is going to get filled in with this instead because it's the farthest back, so it just makes sense. And then this one... right about here. There we go. Come on. Match up, you bastard. Thank you. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Go away. Piss off. Ah, shit. Always do the outside first, you fool. Have you learned nothing? No, I have not. If that weren't clear, I have learned nothing.